On. Yo, yo, yo.
I think we're going.
Yo, talk, son. We're ready.
Yo.
All right.
I think in all fairness, man, since
You guys are listening to the V N APE.
you're related to the guest, it's only fair that you introduce him.
Yes. We usually don't introduce our guests, but we have a very special guest in the building.
Mm-hmm.
The man, the myth, the legend, J-Starz.
Can't forget about that.
Yo.
Sunny,
Holy
son. What's up, bro?
Chilling.
Yeah, how do we even start this, bro?
I don't know, man. It's been a long time, you know?
This
You've never done a podcast other than the Danza podcast.
The Danza Project. That's the only one.
Oh, Danza Project, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys. I was there that day. They fucking made me freestyle some shit.
They did.
God damn.
I didn't even... No, it wasn't because some nigga on the YouTube was like, yo, tell Mike this.
Yeah,
I was like,
telling him
dog,
to jump
come
in
on.
and shit.
The peer pressuring. What you got?
So Jay grew up in Cuba.
Yes, bro. A lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know that, son.
Yeah. So I was 11 years old. So yeah, my early childhood was definitely in Cuba for sure.
We didn't even meet, bro.
Mm.
I didn't even know my little brother, bro, till he was about 7, I think.
Type shit around there.
Yeah, he was like 7
Crazy,
years old.
bro.
It's an interesting thing that happens in Cuba when you grow up there.
This man was born in Cuba, too.
Yeah,
yeah?
but I came here when I was
That's what's
4.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a very young age to come over here, bro.
Yeah, just a bit younger. Yeah.
How was life in Cuba, son?
It's different. I mean, as far as like for a kid, it's not bad, but you know, other than that, it's not really much to do over there. But it's for a childhood, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. Yeah.
Fucking, have you seen like these new people like that have never been to Cuba or never been to like a communist country, and they're like preaching about how beautiful it is and like
they
it's
have no
fairy
idea.
tales. What's your thoughts on that, son?
You know, they should just go live over there for about a week or two.
Right.
And then we can ask them again how
There's people that like preach about Cuba's healthcare. It's amazing.
That shit is fucked up over there. They don't have shit.
Really
They
fucked
don't
up.
have shit.
Yeah, but the people, like, since we're like an anti-communist podcast, there's people that would argue, like, yo, the healthcare in Cuba is amazing.
Bro, they don't know
They
shit,
fucking discovered, they got the cure for lung
For
cancer
AIDS
and
and
AIDS. They'll say some
They got all
wild
that
shit. They'll say some wild shit, son.
Nah, man, I'll let you know from first-hand experience. That's cap, man. That is not
crazy.
That is
though,
not
right?
true, man. Yeah, that's just fucked up over there, bro. Everything is fucked up. There's no food. Hospitals are fucked up.
There were a lot of protests in Cuba about 2 years ago.
That's how we started the pod.
Oh, for real?
That's
I mean, not why we started it, but
That
like
was
during
part
that
of
time,
the first episode was Cuba Libre.
it gave it like a little reason to like, damn, let's actually pod.
That's what's
dog.
up. That's
You
what's
feel
up.
me?
That's what's up.
So we were preaching the good word.
But I saw a lot of interesting things that went down when those protests were going on. I started going on social media, seeing what people were actually thinking about it, and
Damn, that was like Cuba's like not last hope, but like damn though they had a chance to like
that's
man.
the beginning of the end in my eyes, bro.
yeah that's
It
a better way to
is.
put it.
Because I know Cubans, they tend to say like, you know, esto nunca se va a acabar.
Yeah, man.
It's never gonna end.
Do you think it's ever gonna end?
It's gonna end. The Soviet Union ended.
You really think so?
Oh yeah, it has to.
I hope it does, man.
There's no way for that shit to continue. I mean, it's too like once people get to a certain point, bro. If you don't learn how to contain them,
It's been going on way too long, bro.
yeah.
Way too
Yeah.
long, bro.
So I mean, what I found out on social media though was that there's a bunch of communists out there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What's your thoughts on that, son? Have you seen when you were in Cuba? Did you remember like seeing a lot of communists or like people that were on the other side?
in there,
Snitches, right? You don't say
yeah,
that.
I mean,
Did you say there's like a snitch on every corner?
yeah, there's a lot of people. I guess they're scared, or I don't know what it is. You know, they just in denial. Or I don't know. Maybe they just kissing ass to get something extra or something.
Exactly.
But yeah, I definitely seen it.
You don't think it's weird that Cubans have that like or like some Cubans feel like that. It's like, bro, you lived here.
I mean,
all your family has gone through this, and you're really preaching like communism.
I don't understand that at all.
They call it, what do they call it? The revolution or whatever.
Yeah, there's some people that they just pretend, you know, because over there you can't even really speak out like that.
You don't got an option.
You know, so those people understand, but whoever's like actually means it and like they're on the communist side, that's just crazy.
Some people be rocking Che Guevara shirts. Like, it's like,
isn't
that weird?
Maybe they got some family and the communist shit or something, but if you're a regular citizen over there, there's no way you actually feel that. It's crazy.
I just remember like the leader of Black Lives Matter and shit like that, like coming out in support of like the communist side, right?
Yeah, bro.
And just seeing shit like that.
Goofy shit, son.
Just seeing how strong like communist shit here is in the United States, bro.
They just don't know, you know. They live in the US. You said it, you know.
They live in the US.
You think all of them don't know? Or some are just being
they can't know. There's no way that they know, man, because people suffer. People suffer over there, man. There's no way, like, you know. There's no way.
Like, genuinely, they genuinely don't know, right?
Yeah, them even speaking out like that over there, you can't even do that. So it's like,
that's one of the things though that I've noticed is like some of them will say, you know, like in the Soviet Union, how millions of people were killed, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll end up saying some shit like, "Oh, that was base. That was good."
Right. Yeah, enough, bro. They'll say
this is good.
Yeah, there's
crazy.
So they go from first it didn't happen to second, if it happened, it wasn't as bad as people say it was.
Yeah,
and
it was
third,
exaggerated.
It happened and it was good as fuck that it happened.
Yeah,
it should have happened that way. So that's pretty much how the whole thing goes, right? The propaganda machine is wild as fuck in Cuba. Mm-hmm. From fucking school age, they got you, you know, saying "Seremos como el Che" and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they got you tired of hearing that same shit every single day.
That's wild.
Yeah. I went to school with it, so trust me, I know what's going on.
Yeah. And then you put on the TV, you know, you're thinking you're going to watch a cartoon as a kid, and next thing you know, Fidel Castro's over there talking shit for 5 hours.
For hours.
Is that still a thing?
No, he's dead.
I mean, he's
I know
dead,
he's dead, but I know
when I was there...
Now it's the new guy. Now it's the new guy, probably, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That guy's...
You don't know much about him, son?
Not really, you know.
Have you talked to anybody in Cuba?
Nah, you know, whenever I talk to, it's just the fam and stuff. You know? I don't really, and I just ask them how they doing and this and that. I try not to talk politics to them, cause
imagine
shit is always tapped, bro. Everything is tapped.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You shouldn't even, bro.
Yeah, they're already living in that shit, so I just try to talk about good things. So.
What the fuck are you gonna ask them? You feel me, like,
you know. But
so,
yeah, man.
What has Mike told you about this little thing that we have going on, this little podcast?
Yeah, we spoke about, you know, a couple things, stuff like that about Cuba, you know, the communist people.
A lot of communism and philosophy.
Yeah,
that's probably the most two things.
A lot of it, yeah.
For sure.
That's like the biggest two things, and then the rest of the shit, that's about it. But what was I gonna ask you?
We always, you know, about music and shit.
Before we get into more shit about Jay, have you guys seen that Trump is indicted for the 4th time?
Again?
That shit's getting old, bro.
He's got indicted again, son. This time it was for the January 6th stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently he's they're claiming that he has something to do with it, or I don't know the exact wording of it, but
January 6th. What happened on January 6th?
I remember these niggas fucking rushed the Capitol.
Oh,
that shit.
That's right. That's right.
So now they're trying to get him for that.
They're trying to blame Trump for that.
They're trying to blame him. They've been trying to. Son, they said that he was inciting riot.
Day one.
Yeah, that's why they took him off Twitter, bro.
But every single day in the history of the White House, bro, that shit has been guarded like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then that one day they happen to like just allow people to come in,
and
bro.
they let any motherfucker walk in there. The QAnon shaman, that motherfucker.
Some new videos came out and like actual proof showing that the cops let these dudes in.
Yeah.
And like, bro, it's mad sus, son.
You can see them waving.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Telling them go like come in.
No way.
And they went in that bitch.
I asked to say that. Do you guys think the man still has a chance of winning?
Of course.
I think so. Yeah.
Even through all this.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is. I mean,
now, better question. Do you think Trump, if he does get arrested, do you think he'll still be able to win behind bars?
I don't know.
But
That would be fucking legendary
That would be
because there's
nuts.
nothing in the Constitution or anything that doesn't allow someone to become president
While they're
in jail,
incarcerated.
while they're incarcerated.
Right.
No way.
So there was a socialist guy, I forgot his name. He got like 1 million votes while he was incarcerated as well. I forgot his name off the top, but it's happened to somebody before. So this
yeah?
isn't the first time, yeah. So, but it was a socialist
shit.
leader. So
But I'm thinking
Okay.
like, I mean, you're the president, right? So you could get yourself.
you could party
off
yourself
and shit.
out,
Yeah.
exactly, and then it'll be like people will think that like if he does win behind bars that he's really gonna start fucking the
the most
system.
Gangster shit.
Pardoning your bro, that's wild, dog. I think.
I hope he wins, man.
What do you think, son?
I
Trump or
fucks with
Biden?
Trump. I fucks with Trump.
Yeah, Trump is way better than
I
Biden, bro.
fucks with Trump. I mean, you know, I'm not really into all of that.
Yeah,
but
you're not a political guy. We
I'm
know.
not, you know, but
Shit was good when Trump was
when
around.
Trump was in the office, shit was good.
Shit was
man.
decent, right?
You know,
we
what
can
I
say
mean?
that.
Yeah.
He's a wild motherfucker. Like, there's no. I mean, he will.
I feel like
say some shit.
financially, the U.S. would be better.
Oh, there's no doubt.
100% with
Shit will
Trump.
be better in general. I mean, he wouldn't be like having chicks with dicks.
Yeah,
He
dog.
considered just chicks.
There you go.
Now that I know that sounds like it's not like the biggest issue, but goddamn, bro, they chopping kids' nuts off and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
Like,
cool,
that's-
man. That's not cool. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, if you're an adult, it don't matter. But
Ape thinks it's still not good, even after you.
I mean, I think like you're fucked in the head if you.
Ape
wanna
thinks
cut
you're
your-
mentally ill if you're.
if you want to do that,
yeah,
I mean, if you want to chop
I mean,
your nuts off, right?
to a degree, right?
yeah.
It's like, bro, you want to take off a body part?
At the end of that, but that's why I say if you're an adult, you know, fuck it. If you
If
want to
you're in
do that,
freedom, right?
You're crazy, but go ahead, be crazy.
You're not harming nobody, Ape.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm saying though, like,
You're not harming nobody, Ape. So what's the argument?
I mean, if you then go and lie and shit about then you're harming somebody.
oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you should be honest. I'm just
be
saying.
honest about it.
There's a lot
Exactly.
of dudes trying to trap motherfuckers out there.
Hell yeah,
that shit
bro!
is
You didn't
not
hear
cool.
about that, son? In Miami, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Some man was acting
There was
like
some dude, bro.
some trans was acting like a chick, and he trapped a couple dudes.
A lot of people.
Yo, we talked about that on the pod. That's
There was this
If I'm
motherfucker.
not mistaken, he was calling himself Hennessy.
yes,
Right?
yeah, no joke, yeah, bro.
In my man's face.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, there was
He was
videos.
exposing a lot of people,
Yeah, bro.
He was
And-
exposing a lot of
Dog,
people.
that's.
I hear that's big in the rap.
I mean,
That's
now,
me too.
now,
me too.
yeah.
That's
Young
sad.
Buck,
Yeah,
And a lot of
man.
rappers when they mention shit like how they
Dwight Howard.
My man, Young Buck, bro.
Damn, why Fifth always go at him about that, bro?
Damn, man. I used to listen to Young Buck. After that, I can't really fuck with him.
But there is a thing though, like I know you've heard rappers talking about fucking, you know, like a dyke, so to speak, right?
Ape always talks about this, bro. He
Kodak.
feels like
And a dyke is one thing, right? Like it's a woman. It's a woman. So up until this point, there's no argument to be had,
Right.
right? You fucking.
Ape still thinks it's a little
I'm thinking like there is some of it might be,
institutionalized.
you know, like suggesting.
So, okay.
You know, like not explicit, but
Okay.
implicitly saying like, yeah,
Possibly.
I'll fuck a chick with a dick, right?
Type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and I think that's the.
trying to fuck a dyke though, bro. That's a weird.
I don't know. It's
like a manly dyke?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I would fuck a dyke if she looks good though, bro.
Yeah, see, that's not the issue. Is like why does it have to be a dyke though?
I get you.
See, that's what I'm aiming
She
at.
still has a pussy though, bro.
She has a put. No, I'm not saying. I'm not trying to suggest. I'm not calling anybody out.
Right.
I'm saying that there's some shit going on in the background, perhaps.
I get what you mean.
Perhaps.
I get what you mean.
There's something in there, like
Something that's a little weird about it.
Because you're looking for masculinity in a woman,
In a chick, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
right?
And a lot of dykes do.
And that's something that you see.
No.
Yeah. The what you call them?
Kodak
The butch.
The butch.
The
Oh, I
butch
hate those
hoes.
chicks, yeah.
Yeah.
Kodak said he'd smash Young M.A.
As long as she
Now,
got
do
a
you see what I'm
coochie.
saying? Like that's
But he did say as long as she got a coochie.
as long as she got. I mean, yeah, you gotta say that. You have to though, right?
100%.
Oh,
It's
man.
a fucked up world we living in right now.
Son, speaking of Kodak, weren't you in the feds with Kodak?
I was in the feds with Kodak, bro.
Yeah, son, I remember
I
that,
really
son.
was, I really
a while
was.
ago when Jay had gotten arrested or some shit. How was that, son?
Yeah.
You didn't speak to him, right?
Nah, I mean I did, but not like on some. You know, it was like on some regular shit, like
Yeah?
on some all past the past the tray or something. I don't know. I forgot what I asked him.
Damn, it's crazy though.
Yeah.
This man is like worth millions, and you were just
I
jailed him.
I couldn't believe it, bro. When I first got in there and he was just there chilling. He was pretty cool though. Like as far as like,
Yeah,
he was humble. Yeah, he was humble. He didn't really
wasn't on no hothead shit.
on the Hollywood shit. Yeah, exactly.
He was cool with everybody.
Yeah, he was acting.
Okay.
I guess in there he's just another inmate. So
Yeah, technically.
The shit probably would have went bad if it, if you pull up in a place like that.
yeah.
Fucking dude, I was watching a Joe Rogan episode, and Dr. Carl Hart claims that contact high is not real, my friend. So if I were to smoke this
You
right
saying
now,
it's placebo?
it's placebo.
They've told me that before. I've been to programs and shit.
And
Yeah.
they've even said it.
They told me you could be in a car,
Hot box,
and
you
you'll
won't get dirty?
You'll be alright. Yeah.
Damn.
You telling me it's placebo?
That's kind of what he said overall at the.
I fuck with placebo.
They've
fuck with placebo.
told me that.
He also said Dr. Carl Hart's son is like some doctor,
Uh-huh.
I think, and he's like this guy takes drugs, son. Like he takes heroin. He's done it all. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
And he's like a guy that's like, and he's a doctor. Like
Right.
he actually studies this shit,
Uh-huh.
and he's like super legalize all drugs. Drugs has a negative connotation to it. He talks about these like countries.
He's trying to legalize drugs.
He
you
wants
said?
to legalize
Oh,
all
yeah.
drugs. Like that's what he believes in.
And he's tried all type of drugs.
All
and shit?
type of shit. He's even said it on the podcast with Joe. He said that he's done heroin, but like he does it in like
He's fucking crazy.
in very low,
He uses-
moderate amounts.
Right, he uses heroin responsibly.
Responsibly.
Right.
And
He uses that sounds crazy.
there's a lot of
he uses
uh,
heroin responsibly.
there's a lot of communities, not communities or countries that they do that. They just take heroin like it's normal. That's not even like
What the-
it has.
I mean, I've heard that perks is kind of very similar to heroin. It's like synthetic heroin.
It
in a
might
way.
be.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
You know,
lean
'cause
too. Lean
They're
is
all
pretty much
opioids.
heroin.
a lot of people that I don't know, like I've heard people like break your arm or some shit like that, and then
They take a perk.
they take perks, and then when they get off of it, like they go.
They take some other shit.
Yeah, or they either go.
Or
to
they'll start like feeding out for like more drugs and
they
shit.
get withdrawals and shit.
Damn,
you know
bro.
they get sick, so
Fuck
they need
perks,
it.
man.
People like get their prescription runs out, and they start going to the streets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
end
but that
up-
fentanyl shit is fucking the streets up, man.
right.
Damn, yeah, for real, bro. That
Right.
shit'll be like on a dollar bill, on like weed. It'll be on weed, and like you could just like overdose off it, bro.
Yeah, that shit is not.
That shit is fucking scary, bro.
I'm pretty sure that doctor hasn't tried that.
I don't know, but he also says that cocaine and weed should be taken off the list for enhanced performance. He believes that like cocaine, like if you were to do it in a drug and for like a sport, that it would not do anything for you. Like it
Yeah,
would,
of course not.
it wouldn't enhance anything really.
Hell
like it's
no.
all cap. Like I don't know why they even like.
Why would they?
He's like, yo, we should just be taking drugs and doing sports. Like, he's on that. He's on that for real.
I do think like meth would help though.
With what?
It would definitely help in sports.
Yeah?
Not like you smoke this shit, but if you take some Adderall, that shit's gonna help you.
yeah,
Okay.
like
You ever
your
work
your
out on
focus.
Adderall?
And,
That shit'll.
I've never actually took Adderall,
Oh,
bro.
that shit'll have you fucking running all up and down that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
bet I'll get a lot of shit done if I take
Oh
this.
yeah.
You've taken Adderall, right?
I've taken. Now there's two things that can.
You've gone
happen.
on the pod taking Adderall.
Right,
Yeah.
there's two things that can happen. One of them is, you take the shit and you end up handling your business. The other one is you end up, if you got a lady, you might end up, trying to fuck her for as long as humanly, like a rat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Adderall does that?
And if you don't have a lady, you might end up beating off for 5 hours and then you fuck
That's
up and
best.
they doing some bullshit like that.
Holy shit.
That is.
So that's two sides of the same coin right there, man.
Okay.
That
okay.
energy's gonna come out somehow. Now,
Son, oh no, go.
no, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. Are you done with that though?
I'm completely done.
I was gonna say, son. I remember in the pod we didn't even get to talk about this, but the time that you had spit for Cole,
oh,
My man.
my
J.
man got
Cole.
to. He met J Cole before,
Yeah.
and he spit for him
man.
before. You should tell that incident. You had it on video, right?
Yeah, bro. I was at the beach. This is a very long
How
time.
long ago was this? When you-
Oof. This is when
he wasn't even that big
I was
yet.
in high school when you told me about this.
Oh, you still remember?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it was a long
Yeah.
time ago. I probably had just dropped out of school type shit.
Okay. High school, right?
Yeah, or like maybe like a year after or something. And then we were chilling at the beach, and he was on. We seen him, But he was coming up as well, like you said. You know, he wasn't.
He
even
wasn't,
big.
right.
Yeah, he was cool. He was known already. I think he had.
He probably just got signed to Jay.
The Who That.
Yeah,
that's what he had out.
Okay.
You know?
Who that?
Yeah, that song and shit. So and then we seen him, and then I started spitting to him.
Mm-hmm.
We had.
Do you remember what you spit? The potion freestyle?
Nah,
Wasn't
if
that?
I'm not mistaken, it was the light up freestyle. Yeah, and then yeah, bro, he was jamming and everything, bro. Like he was nodding his head and shit.
Damn, bro.
And some girl, cause the who recorded it was a girl that we were chilling with, and she fucking lost that video.
Hater, bro.
You hear me?
God damn.
Come on, dog. How could she have lost that, G?
She lost the video. That could have probably did something for me, bro.
To this day, bro. We could still, if she still has that video, you could put it out like, yo.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, that is some shit, bro. Son, I was gonna ask, since you did come from Cuba when you were like, I guess like 11-ish around there. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people here in Florida don't learn English. How do you think you learned so fast?
Went to New York, son.
That's why, right? Yeah. I mean, I know the answer, but I'm just asking for the sake.
Yeah, I went to New York. When I came, I went straight to the Bronx, so.
Yeah, bro. Like, people here don't learn English, bro.
I mean, we live in Hialeah, bro, so.
Even then, though, like, there's other... I think it's a Florida thing, bro.
There's a thing that happens in Hialeah, though, where you're expected to know Spanish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in Hialeah, you don't even need to know English, so.
Right.
It's like, you get me? In the Bronx, like, I needed to know English. Like,
yeah.
if not...
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, you might help me out a lot, so.
Yeah, and my friends and shit, hanging out with Jay and shit, definitely.
Going to the park every day. It's not like I was stuck in the house, you know. We was definitely outside.
That is some shit.
There's some wild shit going on over in Africa.
Yo, before we get to that, we'll get to that right now, but let me we didn't talk about this last pod, because obviously we didn't upload last pod, but bruh, Twitter is X now.
Oh, man. Son.
That shit fucked me up, bro.
Yeah.
What?
It looks like you going on a fucking porn site.
Bro.
Every time you go on that shit.
100%. Why was Elon even thinking of doing this, bro?
I don't know why he did that, bro.
I think Twitter was good enough, bro. It was already creative enough.
Bro, I just downloaded the app again and
you updated it and now it's X.
It's X.
No, I didn't even know. I didn't have it. So, I mean, I have Twitter for a while, but I didn't have the app. So when I went to get it, I was confused. Like, I didn't see the bird or nothing.
Right, it's a fucking X now,
It was
bro.
the X, bro.
It does look like some porn shit.
Yeah, I mean, I had heard about it, that he changed it to that, so I was like, oh, shit, it's this.
I mean, it's now there's no such thing as tweet no more. It's like just post.
Nah.
There's no such thing as a tweet anymore.
It isn't technically.
RIP to the tweets, man.
Fucking have you seen LeBron's son, bro? He got into like I think cardiac arrest or some shit.
I seen that.
Bro, a lot of people are saying that's COVID, dog.
Yeah?
Of course, son. Bro, there's so many like different. I know this is like just like on some. It's not a fact, but like there's a movie called Died Suddenly where these people just end up just like dying suddenly. Like they just end up they're in perfect health at least from what we know.
Thank God we didn't take them the motherfucking shot.
This man is vaxxed.
I got
This nigga's boosted up everything, bro.
Yeah,
All
bro.
that shit.
Mr.
Yeah. No, but I want to be fair. Let me point. I had Pfizer stocks
Oh my god.
when I got that shit.
Okay.
If you believe in a company, you don't fuck around and just like not take their products. You go all the way. You
got it,
buy
dude.
that shit. You take that shit. And I believe in the product, even though I sold my stocks. So
Did you
fuck
take
it.
it? Did you take it? 'Cause but honestly though, did you take it genuinely because you thought you needed it?
I took it because, you know, I have family members that are immunocompromised.
Right.
Okay.
Your folks are a little older.
And I had thought at the time that if I take it, it would be less likely for them to get
catch
into a
it.
serious
Okay.
risk.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
That would be the only like.
And I wanted to see what the fuck would happen once I take that shit.
Yeah, bro.
To be honest. Oh yeah. I hear they put all kinds of shit in it. They put some shit that fucks up your what is it called, the DNA. It changes it and shit like that.
I heard about that.
Right.
I heard about that.
Pfizer says that's bullshit,
Oh, yeah?
and I believe him.
Yeah, of course. But fucking
I believe it.
But LeBron's son, he got into like. So I think he's fine now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I heard he's good.
But yeah, son, he ended just like I think like passed out
Like
or had
heart
some
attack,
like
right?
some
Yeah.
crazy shit.
He's
son.
too young for that shit.
Bro, this man is like 20.
And they're rich as hell. He
Rich
should
as
not be
hell.
going through none of
He's
that.
young as fuck. He's extremely athletic. So
Yeah.
he's constantly exercising. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, come on, dog. Like,
I mean, you know.
And some shit like that, cardiac arrest, bro. That's like older people shit. Like you don't just like unless you have like a condition or something.
That
might
shit
be
happens to
that.
athletes though.
It might be that.
Oh
It
yeah,
might be
yeah.
that.
Soccer players, they pass out in the field a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean
Young-ass age.
they're running out of for
They
hours.
they end up with a fucking enlarged heart, right? You end up running and shit. You could end up with an enlarged heart a lot of ways, like eating McDonald's and shit'll fuck you up too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, life is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
There's people that smoke their whole life and nothing happens, and people that don't even smoke, they get lung cancer and shit.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
the type of shit.
but
that
it
goes
might be that though. It might be
Everybody's
that.
body is different.
Exactly.
So it's
you know?
it's really hard to like
But it's true what you said though. He shouldn't be. He's a healthy kid. You know, they got money. I'm pretty sure he eats
right
amazing.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's just
So-
so unreasonable. It's like I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know.
It sounds weird, but whatever. Fucking what was I gonna say? Damn, son, you are gonna have to turn yourself in
That's right, bro.
soon.
About a couple weeks.
In a couple weeks,
2 or
dog.
3
What are your
weeks.
thoughts, son? We gotta ask. I know it's the hard hitting questions, but this is.
Just,
Are you prepared?
Yeah, I mean, you can never like really prepare yourself for that. You know, I just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you feel
that's-
better that at least you know?
Yeah, I feel good that it's resolved. That's for sure.
Right.
I
And it's,
already,
you're not doing that much time,
yeah, it's just 4 months.
so it's not that bad, you know. But yeah, son. What jail is a freaking interesting.
Jail is something else. bro.
Jay told me they have vending machines now in
They
jail.
got vending machines now?
They have fucking vending
Fucking
machines,
making
bro.
progress over there.
They're making
Shit.
money, is what they're making, bro.
And how does it work exactly, son? Like I know I would send you the money to like this thing
Yeah,
called
touch pay. It's
Touch
called
Pay,
Touch pay.
and then you'll just have it on. Like it'll just
No, because everybody there,
has like a certain number or some shit.
I mean, a lot of the inmates. I mean, I don't know if this is like, what do you call those? Conspiracy theories or
Sure,
whatever, you
sure.
know, they talk about. But a lot of the inmates say because once you get locked up, you get a jail number.
Right.
You remember my 230
Right,
or whatever?
right,
Okay.
yeah.
If you look, a lot of the inmates say, "Oh, you see that number? Because it has the same amount of numbers as the Social Security or whatever."
Oh man.
so
here we go.
yeah, they
Son,
be.
you remember that
they
theory?
be hitting me.
What's the battle rapper that was super
Yo, we need to find that video, bro.
That-
Oskino.
Eskino? There's a
Eskino.
battle rapper that was like he be on his like sovereign citizen shit type shit.
Oh, that shit didn't work.
Not fully sovereign citizen, but the idea that like our social is connected to a bank, one of the banks that's like, and we're pretty much property to the banks.
Yeah.
I
He was
mean-
breaking it down. No, but he was breaking it down good, bro.
Yeah.
I wish I could find that video.
Yeah, it's super interesting.
Yeah.
Coming from a battle rapper too, like it's like
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done a lot of time too.
okay. So he's read a lot of shit. I'm
he's-
assuming.
Yeah, he probably was in there reading and shit, you know.
Okay. But yeah, there is a lot to the whole Social Security and like
But yeah, they used to say shit like that. But yeah, in the vending machine, I guess those vending machines are expensive as shit, man. Cause you just put your
number,
your jail number, then it knows
already, right?
how much money you
So
have,
it's like a,
and
like
then
a
you
credit card. type
exactly.
You just gotta put it in and that's it. You have
You
your shit
put your
there.
number and then you choose. You know, it's 15. You could use $15 daily.
What are the vending machine options?
It's just a bunch of chips and soups, and
Shit like that.
tuna,
Alright.
cookies.
Do you think there's anything that jails could improve on? Since you've done not a lot of time, but you've done quite time. What's something from perspective from someone that's actually been in jail? Like, what do you think would be better for them, or something that they could
something
improve
that
on?
they could work on?
Yeah, like what's something that's genuinely bad? People always say this and that, but what do you think?
I mean, it's a lot of
A
shit.
lot of people
you know?
like Meek Mill would be like on his reform shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of states that that took away bail. Like, you don't even need or am I saying it wrong?
They took away bail.
Cashless bails or some shit, right? What was it?
You mean like bonds, like jail bonds?
Yeah.
Yeah, bond. Yeah.
Didn't they take that out in Cali?
I'm not sure.
I heard of something.
Something where it allows the inmate, if he doesn't have money or some shit, like he'll be able to get out anyway.
Right.
For even crimes that were like a little harsh
The
and
problem
like.
is they shouldn't have that many people though.
What do you mean?
They have too many fucking people.
Too many inmates.
Yeah. They
Ben
have to let
Shapiro
motherfuckers
argues
go.
that there should be more inmates.
Whoa.
I mean the problem with
That
that is
there's actually more criminals out there, and we should be arresting
the
them.
problem is like due process though, Because you can't just keep
Just
the motherfucker in there forever.
without
Which
taking
is
him
what's
to trial.
happening a lot of the times, right? Because you end up, if you don't have money, you gotta wait.
So you agree with the shit these states are doing?
No, I just think that the part of the issue is the fucking drug laws, which is why I'm with Dr. Hart in this. It's not that I like heroin, and I do. But the issue isn't that. The issue is that, like, if there's too many motherfuckers in there for taking heroin, it's like...
You think drug offenses are just pointless?
I feel like if you could chop your nuts off, you can decide whether or not you want to take a
drug.
pill.
Hey, I agree with that. You know what I mean?
You think there would be less overdoses?
If it was legalized?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you would be able to go somewhere and actually buy some shit, knowing that you're not getting fentanyl. So that
how would you know that though? Oh, you're saying like the U.S. would tax it and like put it somewhere where you're able to get
it. Right. Yeah. I don't want it to be like cigarettes or some shit.
Wait, but you want to legalize it. You don't want to decriminalize it.
No, because I don't think that would solve the fentanyl problem.
Because in Oregon, all drugs are decriminalized. And
I think the fentanyl problem is
that's wild.
Son,
I heard it's a certain amount. Like you can't have.
Probably.
I heard that as long as it's like just one, like it's personal use, then you're good.
Not like on some serving.
Yeah, you're not gonna be riding around with
pounds and shit.
Pounds of crystal meth and shit.
Obviously, but I think in Oregon they're having like, what is it called? Like if a guy here, by the way, if a guy, like, let's say he has a drug issue, then instead of taking him to jail, they'll take him to a place to get help,
a program
and treatment.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so.
Of course. That sounds good. Cause he's not hurting anybody. He just has a problem.
Right. That's literally that's the argument for legalizing all drugs. It's like people aren't hurting anybody except themselves. If anything, we should just get them help. Like.
But I think the babysitting that like the justice system does is another thing that has to change though. Cause they get you they get you in and then they get you out, and once you're out, you also got a whole bunch of other shit that could get you right back in there. And that type of shit will fuck you up for life if you
like what?
Like for example, the amount like probation times, and the conditions of probation that people get.
You think it's like a setup, a trap?
I don't. It can be, which is part of the reason why the private prison shit is a problem.
Right.
Because it monetizes it, right? And those motherfuckers don't want to lose money.
No, of course.
Nobody wants to lose money.
Period.
Yeah, right. That's what it's all about.
So that's a big issue.
So we should take out private prisons?
They never should have existed in the first place.
That should just be strictly government.
Because if you can't even guarantee that people are gonna be able to get like a speedy trial, which is constitutional, right?
Right.
It's not supposed to be something where you have to wait for months to be able to get like a lawyer, and they get you some motherfucker who's like fresh out of law school, can barely spell his name and shit, and then he's out there trying to defend you. That's not really how it's supposed to work. But they have too many motherfuckers in there for drug related stuff. And they got a lot of people going back in for petty shit because it's tied to the other shit they did in the past.
I always felt like if you're not hurting anybody, like...
Right. People should just be charged for serious crimes.
Get me, like, murder, rape, you know,
obviously, you should still get arrested if you do something bad.
If you steal, shit like that, but if... Other than that, bro, I don't...
If it's something that you're just inflicting with yourself, it's like...
Like, come on, man.
Like, why even... Because I'm sure a lot of drug users have, like, gotten time for just, like, copying a dime or copying, like, a quarter. Or copying, like, I don't know, they cop some, like, coke, cop some psychedelics, whatever the case is. Even psychedelics, like, why would you get arrested for psychedelics? It's like...
I mean, as far as weed... Nobody should ever get arrested.
At this point, bro, like, come on,
like,
dog.
you need to just relax.
Like, they're wasting government money on just, like, arresting people for marijuana,
and
bro.
alcohol is perfectly legal and it's
fucking deadlier.
It's way
It kills
worse.
people by the year. But so many people every year, bro.
For sure.
It's crazy, dog. Like, no, but everything is... They want money, bro.
Little by little, they're improving with the weed stuff, though. I mean, as far as the jail, though, question, maybe visitation they should work on, bro.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
They should work on the visitation, man. We should be able to CRP. At least in Miami, they don't... You gotta talk through, like...
Zoom.
Yeah, that shit... I feel like they're just lazy. Because I think they did that when COVID... was really...
They never came back.
And they were just like, you know what, this is way easier. We're not going to deal with people and fuck it. Let's just keep it like this.
A lot of people that were during the COVID time when they became remote, like they started working from home, a lot of companies was like, yo, fuck it, we'll just leave them there.
You get, yeah, man. That's
So I feel like, yeah, a lot of places did
I don't know why, man.
stick with yeah, you can't see people like person to person now.
You get me? Like I want to like see maybe even like contact visitation. You know
That too,
like,
right? You know.
I want to be able to hug my family. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I don't want to say shit because it's jail. So
I do want to address though, like
not supposed to be comfortable.
I have heard of this one gentleman from Kentucky.
Okay.
Who refers to himself as a warrior.
Okay.
Right. He's I don't know if he's still alive. This guy, right? He was over there in Kentucky, and apparently he was what they referred to as what is it called? A booty bandit.
Booty
Right?
bandit.
A booty bandit, right?
Holy shit.
And he refers to himself as the booty warrior, right?
Is this the dude that did a documentary on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So they did a documentary on some guy that is legitimately like he's proud of this. Like he's raping people.
It's
like,
not even like it's like a lifestyle
Yeah.
at that point.
That's
Crazy.
that's some real
Institutionalized.
I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know, man.
And he's like some hood dude. Like he takes pride in this. Like he's like a. And
that's
they did
sad, man. That's real sad, man.
He's like, oh, booty is more important than water. Like he's
What?
like
More
just
important than air.
yeah. Like he was.
Yeah, he said that shit in the interview. Yeah,
He was
the
passionate.
people that was
Get
filming
the
him were
fuck outta
terrified
here,
of that
man.
shit.
It's that funny ass clip that.
He talked about sagging too.
Oh yeah, like sagging your pants.
He said something about like this new generation. They have no idea. Like I haven't seen pussy in like 30 years, right?
Yeah, and
And
they're
to
sagging
me,
and shit, like
right.
showing their ass. Yeah.
He enjoys it. He enjoys it.
And god damn, that's a weird motherfucker. But there has to be. I know that shit exists. I mean, there's
No,
too
for
much.
sure.
There's too much shit out there. Cause I know they try to, come up with some fugazi shit. Oh no, that doesn't happen. That's bullshit. We all know. A motherfucker like me that has never been arrested.
I mean, that's
Knows.
prison.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is the difference.
Yeah.
Jail
Jail
and
is
prison.
too public. Well,
Jail is too
Bro, prison is for people that are doing life,
Like,
murder.
okay,
serious shit.
yeah, and I feel like the
they're
jails
sentenced already. It's like-
I don't think the jails are government.
Right,
You
right.
get me? Like I don't think there's any jail. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't think there's any jail that's like privately owned. Prisons, yeah.
You're saying prisons are federal.
No.
No?
Federal is definitely the government.
Right,
That's-
okay.
That's definitely the government. But it's like state prisons.
That they're in there for some serious shit.
A lot of those state prisons are private and shit, so
Right.
it's like
It's different.
Yeah, you know.
They run it how they want
And
to run
then
it.
jail also you gotta remember in jail there's nobody like nobody has life there. Everybody's like waiting.
So you actually have a motivation and not do some stupid
You
shit.
get me? Everybody's like waiting,
Right.
like maybe
It
know.
hasn't
People
been
in-
40 years since
People
you've
in
seen
prison
pussy.
are sentenced.
You
So
get
that's
me?
important.
There's nobody next to you that's not coming home ever. You get
Right.
me?
But I did see though, and this is a different documentary,
Okay.
but it's a different booty bandit documentary.
Oh man.
And I just want to.
No, my
I need to
God.
understand what's going on in this
No,
world.
no, you
bro.
got to. You got
Cause-
to.
But this is and I'm not fucking with you right now. This is a love story.
Oh,
I've
I
told
think-
you about this
Yeah,
shit.
I think you had
You
showed
know
me
what
this.
I'm talking- all right.
Yeah.
It's a southern prison. I don't remember if it was Georgia or if it was Alabama. It was some
shit.
place where there's a lot of inbreeding going on, right?
Oh man.
And apparently this one dude, he he's packing some BBC shit, right? And he goes up to this white dude and he's like, damn, I could turn that shit into a female.
Oh,
Right?
my
That's what he's
God.
thinking to himself. And he says, well, fuck, let me just, He grabs him and he gives him this talk, like, and the other guy, he lets himself get talked into some shit. Like he
Get the
cannot,
fuck out
he,
of here.
he can't even, he's fucking paralyzed.
He was hypnotized.
He's paralyzed.
Type shit.
I didn't want to say it like that, but yeah. Yeah, he was hypnotized, right? And in this state of hypnosis, this dude he gives him like this, what is it, like some butter or some shit like that. And he makes him butter butter up his own ass.
Oh.
He makes him do that shit. And the reason he makes him do that shit, right, is because, you know, if the guard shows up and if he screams or anything like that, right, he can say, well, look, he was buttering up his own ass, right? Like, I didn't do shit.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
What's the name of this documentary?
I forgot what it's called, but I could show it to you. There's another dude. This is way worse. This dude got pounded by the fucking guard.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So the guard was the one that did that shit to him.
Guards
Yeah.
do that?
This one did.
Guards, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God I've never been there, but I'm pretty sure prison is just disgusting.
The
man.
Wild West?
Yeah, that's just like, if you think jail's bad, then that shit is like out of control, man. Because like I said, there's people there that, you know, they never going home, bro.
The thing is, the other dude, right? Like the dude that
See,
was.
I would die trying to fucking fuck one of the female guards or something, bro. But I would like there's no.
But these dudes, they gave up on that shit a long time ago.
Nah, you can't. Man.
And I don't know if they
Can't
ever had
give
the
up.
intention in the first place. That's another thing.
That's the thing. Maybe I don't know.
They weren't prepared at all.
Yeah, they let that shit break them
There
way
is-
too. Like I don't know.
Way too quick. Like,
There
what
was
the fuck?
a lot of suspicious activity in that documentary. And I have to...
I mean, that shit happens, man. That's what it is, man. If you know,
Think about it, bro. These people are never gonna see pussy again.
ever. And they let that shit break them already. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would die trying to fuck one of those guards, man.
Same here, bro.
What?
Yes. For
Every
sure.
single day, I would talk to one of those ladies and
Super
just
nice.
make her fall in love, bro.
Yo, for real. And that could work, dude.
Of course, bro. I'll be in there working out and
bro,
shit.
those guards, they be liking the inmates, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's a reason why they work
I
there.
do
It's like, come
remember
on,
this
like,
one. Yeah, there was a female guard that came. I don't remember if it was in school or some shit. And she was giving a presentation about how, like, because this was juvenile that she worked in, right? She was talking about how, like, the kids, they be fucking beaten off when she comes through and things like that, right? It was like a regular...
Yeah, they do that in
occurrence.
there too. That's a real. They call them gunners.
Yeah.
that's best.
Oh, holy shit.
But yeah, man,
That's
the fucking lady guards, bro. That's what you gotta go for.
Son,
at
what's
that
the
point.
wildest thing you think you've seen?
In jail?
Yeah, it don't gotta be like wow, but like something funny or like. You said people smoked weed in there.
Yeah, I've even smoked some weed in there one time. Just once.
How was that, bro?
Was
it even weed?
It was definitely weed, bro.
They got that regs in there?
Yeah, it was some fucking regs.
Yeah.
But I was high as shit, bro. I didn't.
You
I
were?
hadn't- I had not smoked for like 2 months, bro.
Right. And just the adrenaline of smoking weed
You
in
know,
jail is
and-
like that adds to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I did it one time or whatever. But matter of fact, recently now that we're talking about lady guards, when I was in there, this is pretty wild. The nurse of where I was at, she got caught. Well, allegedly, we don't want to, you know.
Right.
Allegedly, because I'm pretty sure this is still going on or whatever. Allegedly, she was bringing in like the stuff, bro.
Right, the drugs.
Yeah, in Metro West.
I mean, I can see it. They don't get paid that much.
Yeah.
So,
The nurse, man.
Damn.
Free her, man. Free her. She's innocent, man.
Damn.
That's what they said,
So-
man. That's what they said.
Was she like did she look like a goody two shoe?
I
If you had to like stereotype.
I never got to see the picture of her, but
Okay.
yeah, they were like in Metro West, like the news was filming, and I'm sitting in Metro West watching the news. I'm like, what the fuck? They're in here. And yeah, man. But supposedly, I heard the guy that told on her or whatever, he's getting beat the fuck up everywhere he goes, bro.
No.
He should have never.
he fucked up.
Why would you say some shit like that about the nurse, dog?
Come on, dude.
Come
He just
on.
took out the plug.
Took the plug out, bro. Allegedly, man. Free her, man.
Fucking son, for the people that don't know and whoever's listening, you do make music. We make music.
Yes.
All of us here, but you've been making music for a while, son.
Yeah.
It's been a
minute. It's been a minute.
I don't even know. Maybe,
I mean, we kind of started. You started not too much,
Nah, I started
too
way
long.
after you though.
Nah, not way after though.
For sure. You were
Yeah.
rapping in high school. I wasn't even rapping yet, son.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
I was,
it was
in,
a little
I, was,
after that,
I
right?
was in middle school, remember? I
Yeah.
wasn't rapping at all. I started rapping in freshman.
school?
Yeah.
High school.
Either freshman or sophomore year, but I think it was freshman
That
year.
was like 2-3 years after.
I started remember making Never Felt the Way.
Oh damn, that song
That was like one of my
fresh.
first tracks, son.
Yo, that song was fresh. I remember that.
That was one of my first tracks, and I remember making that, and then I started like getting more serious into it and shit, and yeah, those were the fun days, dog. You remember those? This man used to come to the crib.
Yeah, I remember.
We'd get blasted and shit.
This man had a bong that would just leave me on some shit where I
ain't gonna lie, bongs hit hard.
I couldn't talk and shit. I was over there
Son,
like,
so many people have gotten blasted at the crib and then act funny.
questioning reality and
Yeah,
shit. You know,
like-
it really...
Nah, yeah, our crib definitely has memories.
Yeah, bro. That was the spot, dog.
Especially when the peeps will leave on vacation or some shit.
Oh yeah, we'll have the open crib.
They'll be blasted on the couch.
Fucking what was I gonna say? So what's up with the music, son? Any new music?
Nah, I haven't. The last track I put out, I believe it was the one with you, bro.
Yeah, Heaven's Door.
Heaven's Door. It was definitely Heaven's Door.
Are you writing on anything? Are you?
I'm gonna definitely now when I go and do this little time or whatever, I'm definitely gonna lock in and write some shit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't really write. I mean, I wasn't writing because I don't know. I was just focused on the case and just trying to get up out of there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like
You know.
focus and shit. You think? So you say you're gonna write now when you?
Yeah, now I'm now that I know I got a release date and everything, that's it. I'm gonna lock in with that.
Okay, dope.
For sure,
We definitely gotta work, son. You gotta get on the tape, son.
I mean, you do got to do something with the time.
Hell yeah, I gotta make
That's
it
the
count.
thing, yeah.
I gotta make it count with something.
I've been thinking because the first time that I ever heard anything that came out by you, that was probably when you made something called OD.
Damn.
Which was
OD.
filmed in like, and I see the video now and compare it to like some of the newer videos, and it was, you know, filmed with a toaster type shit.
Bro, it was the flip.
Where now it says, you know, edited by.
Was it the
I don't
flip?
know.
The flip.
Yeah.
Damn, I recorded that video,
That
son.
was the flip.
Yeah.
Bro.
That shit was so random and like we just did it right there at the spot.
Just told a bunch of motherfuckers pull
pull
up to
up.
the Ave.
I remember we told what's that guy's name, Jan Corey, to do the scene in the beginning to give us the bottles.
Young Corey, bro.
That man was looking young there,
He was mighty young in that motherfucker.
and yeah, bro, that was kind of like the start of the video.
Yeah.
OD was the first one, right?
That was definitely the first video we put out. Yeah.
Damn, shout out to the man Sui, though.
My man Sui, for real. Yep.
Nah, OD still bumps, dog. That's the track, though. That was on a Flow Rider beat.
It was.
Right?
It was. It definitely was. I forgot the name of it, but it definitely
Something
was a Flow
Sunday.
Rider. Was it? Yeah, it was something Sunday, right?
Right?
This so throwback, son. But
I don't live far from where that video was recorded.
Oh yeah?
And I'm
Damn, you're
thinking to
snitching on
myself,
yourself right now.
I mean, fuck them if
Alright,
they.
whatever.
My man.
I'm just
He
saying,
said,
though.
fuck him.
Trying to be anonymous,
But I'm thinking to myself because I remember going to high school, you know, and a bunch of fat ass little jits that I went to high school with, me being one of them. And everybody's thinking, you know, what is the Ave?
What is
How
the
would you
Ave?
define the Ave?
good question, dude.
The Ave is a really, really, bro, that place is one of a kind, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I would
You think it was always like that?
I mean, I've only
Because
been,
we did live by the Ave in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've been out here since 06. So ever since I've been here, that shit just crazy shit just happens there, bro. At all times.
It just happens to be the hot spot.
It's just bro. Like it's just different, bro. Like you pull up and you see you liable to see anything, bro. Fight, people, old people just arguing,
Drunk people.
just having. Bro, there's a video on my page of some drunk dude that he just busted his ass.
I think I seen that.
Yo, just shit like that, bro.
We've met a lot of characters.
Oh my god.
What's that guy's name? Harley?
Harley.
Shout out to Harley.
Well,
yeah.
this guy had two names. It was either Harley.
Yo, this
or
guy was so
Javi,
interesting, bro.
This dude would give you two names.
He was
bro.
so ambiguous. Like we didn't even know for real what his real name
To this
was.
day, I don't know, bro.
You didn't know what his name was?
Cause he would say one thing sometimes, and then sometimes he would like, yo, it's Harvey, bro. I'm like, I swear to God, dude.
So
Like,
this was all right.
ambiguous fella.
Gentleman with
Yeah,
multiple personalities.
He's told us,
But he was cool though. He was cool people.
yo,
though.
life
Funny.
for the party, bro.
Yeah, dude. That was his like vibe every time. Like,
Life for the party, bro.
Man.
yeah, dog. And you haven't spoken to Harley, right?
Yo, I haven't seen him in a while, bro.
In a while, right?
I haven't seen him in a
Some
while.
people just disappear, you know, because
Last time, last time I heard from him was like on Facebook or some shit.
Some shit. Damn, I remember.
That dude was,
I remember, son. He had that incident after the performance.
bro. Listen, bro. And I knew this dude for like no more than 6 months, bro. And I can tell you just countless stories about this guy.
Tell him the performance story.
Well, at the performance, aside from the fact he was in there in the venue or whatever, like just wilding, like dancing,
Having a good time.
shit.
bro. When I started performing, he's right there breaking it down next to me
Showing
and
love,
shit.
dog, the
Yeah,
man Harley.
that guy was cool, but yo, he had went to the liquor store. And from this we should have known, like he should have just like
Red flag.
Bro, when he went to the liquor store, he backed up so fast, without without looking, bro. Like he was just looking straight like this, just going back, and I'm like, oh my god.
Hold on, he was driving?
Yeah,
Yes,
but he backed up
I'm
without
saying when he
looking.
was reversing, he just hit the
He was
gas.
still looking forward.
Oh,
Like,
but before he started drinking?
No, this
he
is a
pulled-
little after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he probably had a few drinks,
Right.
but he went to the liquor store to get another bottle.
That's how you know you fucked up.
And look how he's going.
Yeah.
So then whatever, we perform and shit. It was cool. Bro, that guy calls us like at 7 a.m. and he's stranded somewhere in Broward.
God damn.
His rim is cracked.
Oh.
Yeah,
it was a long night for my man Harley.
yeah, bro. One time we went to the beach to some spot. He went home with. She was a fat, very, very, very fat, bro.
I respect that.
Oh,
Big lady?
man. Yeah, real big one. No,
Yeah.
like real big one.
He likes some bigs, huh?
Hey, I like he said, I respected that too. You know, like you know?
He knows what he wants and he wants to get her, bro.
Hey, like they always told me, as long as it's a girl, man, we're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%.
Man,
But yeah, man.
you see all types of shit in these parks around here.
Yeah.
You see all types of motherfuckers. There's this one dude who was... I'm not saying anyone's name. I'm not going to do some shit like
don't
that.
put him out there.
I'm
you
not
know?
dropping anyone.
He should know.
However, this man pulled up with his videos. Now, of course, this is a man who suffers mentally from a minimized intelligence, so to
Sure.
speak. And this dude shows on the phone because, you know, you know how dudes start going, you know, who has the most pussy, you know. Do you
Okay.
have the videos? Do you have the bitches? Can you show me the bitches?
Right, where's the proof at?
What is the name of said bitch? All
Yeah.
of these things. And he pulls out and it's him and he's eating pussy. But the problem is,
No.
now I don't know who set him up. I don't know who set him up for this, but this was not regular pussy
What do you
that he
mean?
was eating, right?
What you mean?
Because this bitch had a clitoris that looked like a fucking straw.
Oh man.
Okay? My man
Was one of those?
My man looked like he was giving a blowjob to this bitch.
No.
And he was flexing this. And I couldn't, I didn't, man,
What'd you tell him?
I didn't want to hurt the man.
Yeah?
I let him go lightly.
I've never really showed a video eating pussy though. Bro.
But God
That is
damn.
a weird thing to show. Like, why didn't he, like,
No, but this
Typing
is
it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
But he's
weird flex, but okay.
but this is we're dealing with a
With a
lower,
guy-
a
with a-
lower IQ,
Gentleman.
a few, and when I say a low, I mean like diagnosed.
Oh, like this.
There's no way.
Oh,
There's
okay,
not.
okay,
This is a doctor was involved in this shit.
Got you.
Right. But there's some enlarged clitorises out there, right?
Jesus.
And as much as and this brings me back to the beginning of this when we were focusing on gentlemen that enjoy fucking dykes.
Oh man.
And
Oh, you think their clitoris is different?
a lot of lesbians I hear, I don't want to say the amount.
Okay.
Fuck. They engage in steroid use. In steroids, they do enlarge the clitoris, right?
I
That's
see
where
where
it
you're
looks
going.
like the woman is growing a dick. And when she stops taking the steroids, it doesn't go back to normal. It stays like that. It stays large, right? And I think that's what this gentleman with the mental deformity that I met at the park.
So he was fucking on a dyke.
He was eating
possibly.
He was eating a bush out. That's what it was.
He was doing a whole lot. I'm telling you, it was.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't really flex eating
And
the
she was
coochie
into
like
him?
What?
She was into him?
I don't know. All I saw was his fucked up looking face and that like the bendy straw.
What are your thoughts on like him showing you a video of him eating pussy? It's like
I it's some shit you know, like when a car accident, right? Like you can't look away, right?
It's hard.
It'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
It fucks with you, but it's something that first of all, I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't want to be I didn't want to be negative towards this man, but I laughed. Significantly so too. It wasn't like a temporary spur of the moment. It was prolonged.
Got it.
Laughter.
Oh man.
And
That's interesting, bro.
he wasn't fazed by it. He wasn't fazed.
He
by
was
it.
flexing it, so
He was flexing it, yeah.
Shout out to him, man.
fucking man. This
I respect that, man.
he was giving some top, bro.
You guys think eventually dating is gonna be like kind of like, you think dating in a way is prostitution?
It can be the way a lot of
nowadays that's how they
like modern dating is glorified prostitution.
It's damn near prostitution.
There's a lot of young women in college that like they'll date just to get a meal type shit.
Yeah,
right?
They've been.
There's a lot.
Women want money and men want their bodies.
They'll tell you straight up, that they want money and everything.
But I say that to say, like, you think it'll be like eventually it'll just be so fucked up, like there will be no like
It's damn
traditional.
near there already.
Almost.
I feel like
it's hard to find a girl that's like genuine. You would say.
Like they're still out there, but
it's growing the amount of girls that just are becoming more transactional.
It's
Fly me out, buy me this.
They are miserable though.
Yeah.
They are miserable.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not.
Some of them are cool though. Very,
They're free spirits.
They could be great.
There's a few.
They could be great.
Met a few cool ones,
But women they usually, because it's different for a man, right? Because a man, he has to usually make some moves to get some pussy, right?
He has to work for it.
Right.
That's true. And then, girls just stand there.
Right, exactly.
They're the ones that give them access.
Right, which is why for a man, since he has to find options,
we have to work to increase our value.
Right. So since you have to work to increase that value, then it's something that, dudes tend to flex more often than women. And since women can get it however they want, then they take pride in being able to reject a motherfucker.
Yeah. It's easy for them.
Right. So then that's why when they, tell somebody like, oh, I'm not going around, I'm not a slut, right?
Right.
When they don't want to, but a lot of these bitches just don't give a fuck.
You think it's impossible to? You think like if you were like a rich guy or like a guy that's like really well put, you think it's impossible to date women that are like almost in the same? Because bro, how many DMs do they get?
Oh
like,
no, they're loaded with them. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like do you think it's like impossible for them to like? They have so many options.
They have no issue with it.
It's unlimited.
Right.
So and like everything now is social media, so it's not even about like meeting them face to face. It's more like, oh, what's your Instagram? Oh, what do you have? Do you have a lot of followers? Do you look like you got money? Boom, that's it. Like that's all it really takes. Like, and the standards are becoming even higher. Like you gotta be like 6 feet. You gotta be fucking macho.
That's like when you buy a car though, bro. Like you could get the price down on that shit. I
mean, I don't really, It's just.
It's a thing. I feel like there was a graph that says that like young men like they're still like they're it's harder for them to get sex. Like there's more virgins in the world.
That's nowadays.
Yeah, true, bro.
Yeah. A lot more.
Damn.
And the age.
We gotta help the brothers out, dog.
The age.
Damn, fellas, we gotta get smoother, bro.
It's rough.
And it's social media, internet.
I blame a lot of the lame dudes though, bro.
Okay, let's hear your why.
Because they're the ones that make the girls think,
they fuck shit up.
Exactly.
So in
The
totality,
lame dudes that are actually giving them the money and then just to, if you get me.
okay, I see what you're trying to say.
You get what I'm trying to say?
The guys that are actually doing it transactional, like it's like, oh
Like,
yeah, sure,
if
whatever.
they're
Like,
doing, yeah, you get what I'm saying?
like genuinely, that girl's not gonna like you, bro.
You get me?
Like she's just doing it for
Now
money.
you just boosting her head up. Now she thinks
Airhead, she thinks
you
she's a
get me?
fucking god.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not. You gotta be smooth, bro. You gotta. I don't know. I don't even.
And a lot of
I
guys.
don't even want that type of like.
Yeah, it's so weird.
You get me? Like I don't want to have to pay somebody or
That
like.
dynamic will fuck me
That's
up.
just stupid. Like
Not even like
you don't even fuck with me for really.
It's not
You know
even
what I'm
that. Like paying for sex, whatever. But like now it's like you're just paying to chill.
That's what I mean.
I'm paying
There's
you
dudes
just to,
that do that, Mike.
That's
Well,
come on, dog. Like that's
it
insane.
gets-
Bro. That's insane, bro.
Right, and with the internet, it can get weirder every time.
Yeah.
Right? There's this recent trend where these crazy bitches, they go.
Bro, look at OnlyFans. A lot of girls is rich because of that shit, bro.
That's what I'm getting to, right? Because there's also these videos of these girls, and they're going around, they're saying, yum, so good. You know, have you seen that?
Nah.
You haven't seen what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, the weird TikTok thing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, right?
It's some weird shit where they're like,
But they're getting paid. You see like an influx of tips popping in consistently.
they'll say like a
Right.
phrase and just be like, ooh, yum, and just repeat it
So
again and
good,
again and
right.
again and again.
And
It's
get paid for that?
yeah, I
And
don't know why.
they're not-
Are people donating?
Bro, I don't know if that's some human trafficking shit. I don't know
Yeah,
what
this
the
shit is
fuck
getting
that's
crazy.
about.
Yeah, bro.
But there's no nudity involved, and they're just they're using
You
like
see what I'm saying?
28 filters on. There's
There's
you,
all
you
type
gotta
of
see it
dudes.
to believe it.
There's all type of dudes paying just
Son, we
for,
gotta ask.
for a picture with her feet.
Son, did you hear
Feet
about
pics are rampant though. That's
that? I respect that at least.
feet pics can get a bit.
It's not
crazy.
harming anybody. You're not seeing nobody's naked body.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, if you want to sell feet pics, go for it, bro. It's
No,
like-
I don't care about the girls selling the feet pics and shit, but it's like.
Yeah, OnlyFans has ruined a lot of
You
like.
get me? Like
It's ruined it,
Nah,
kinda.
I fuck with it. Like like you said, if you want to sell whatever you want to sell,
Yeah,
go
do what
ahead,
you
make
want.
your money.
Yeah, I don't care, but it
But
does.
I'm not gonna pay for that though.
Nah, bro. You know how many girls I've like matched with or I see, and then they're like they do OnlyFans or like some shit, and it's like, it already like throws my judgment a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like it's I don't know.
OnlyFans is kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. Fucking
That's the days we living in.
The amount of broke ones though is so high because you think that it's like a sustainable way.
Yo, a lot of them are doing bad. Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
They're
and
down bad.
And
like,
then they just showed their fucking whole body on the internet, and it's like, bro, like, did you really even have to do that? It's like,
Yeah. It's not everybody that's getting a lot of money from it.
yeah, it's a few for real.
and it fucks up the chances later on too if you want to get with a dude that actually has like, you know, if a dude doesn't really fuck with that, which a lot of men don't.
I mean, nobody's gonna really.
It'll decrease the dating pool.
Yeah, like me, I'm not really gonna cuff a girl that has OnlyFans, bro.
It's a lot of dudes are down bad.
I mean, like I said, you know, I don't knock it because you
A
know,
lot of
fuck
gentlemen
it.
are starving
Yeah,
around here.
that's what it is.
What's that movie? That brother's starving. Denzel. Yeah, you seen that?
Oh,
remember that fucking scene in the Chris Tucker movie Money Talks?
Uh-huh. Which one?
Where him and Faison Love. Where
When
he-
they're in the
in the
cell.
cell, yeah, that shit is hilarious, though.
He's like, man, where your shirt at? Yeah.
The man takes off his shirt, lowers his fucking zipper.
He starts unbuckling. He's like, they did that to you?
They did it like this? Like he starts grabbing him and shit.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's not even realizing he's
He's
just
just-
like talking super fast and shit. Like, that movie's funny.
Yeah,
Chris Tucker was hilarious, though.
Yo, that movie's
That's literally Smokey and Big Worm.
Smokey
Yeah.
and
Them
Big
niggas
Worm.
reunited.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Damn, Chris Tucker, bro.
But it wouldn't be bad to be in the situation that someone like Al Pacino is in. You know what I mean?
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a man,
He impregnated
82 years old, busted a nut in a 29-year-old. She's pregnant.
I heard.
That's,
Like it's 28th child or some shit at this point.
I heard.
that's pretty swag, dog.
And that's a fertile gentleman right there. That's
Al Pacino, though, my man. Scarface, though.
The man.
to do that at that age, man. That is,
Impressive.
first of all, yeah, that kid is not gonna have a father. That's clear.
I mean, yeah, so.
You're 82, my man.
Sadly, dog.
Damn, that kid. He's gonna be well taken care of, though.
He will
For
be.
real.
He will be.
At least, you know.
God damn, it's rough out there.
Dude, fucking,
Damn, bro.
we should end it up with some stoicism or some shit.
We could end it up with some stoicism.
We're already at it.
What has Mike told you about this? Has he?
Son, give him like a philosophical
summary or some
idea
shit like
or
that?
brain thought or in an easy way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Let's
Or give him like a situation and how you would act in stoicism.
a situation and how you would act in stoicism.
Like what would be like? Well, tell him the basics first. So
I mean, the basics is the way a motherfucker thinks.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it is pretty basic if you really think about it. I mean, there's some shit that you control, like the shit that you do, and there's some shit you don't control, like the shit other people do. And then if you try to control what other people do, then you're fucked, because you're gonna be miserable. Because obviously you expect people to do shit
and you're
that you can't control.
yeah.
So obviously, if you expect something and you don't get it, you're disappointed.
Yep.
And then if you want to avoid something and you do get it, then you also feel like shit. So that would be the first part. The second part would be to get whatever's not in your control and just say that shit is nothing to me. And it's not really some shit that somebody just adapts to like in one day. It's not like somebody, tells you some shit like that and then all of a sudden you become like the Buddha and you don't give a fuck about anything and nothing bothers
But
you.
these Stoics were already at that level though. They were at like
What do you mean, like Epictetus?
like Marcus Aurelius.
I mean, Marcus Aurelius went through a lot of shit. First of all, he lost various children, right, during a plague that hit while he was the emperor of Rome. And this is how you know that it's a philosophy that, works across, like, whatever the fuck kind of situation you're in. Because it doesn't matter what situation you're in to a Stoic, right? The idea is to control what's in your power and to decide that whatever's good is what's in my control. And that whatever's not in my control is neither good or bad. It's just whatever.
It's just random.
Now that's just something that like people hear some shit like that. They're like, that this dude is insane. How the fuck? Nobody can think that way, right?
What would be like a crazy example? Like a really
Like some examples of Stoics. Like for example, Stoics facing their death. You could say the first Stoic was probably Socrates.
okay.
Right, where he pulls up in court and they're like, "Oh, you fucked around and said that there's only one God, and we believe there's like 2,000 of them, and so you denied that, and so like now you should probably like, step back on that."
He was like the first philosopher ever, like type shit. He pretty much created Western.
He's pretty much started the Western
civilization, like how we are, how we
Right.
think, act, like just everything. Like
basically, yeah.
Okay.
And they put him on trial. They said, "All right, dude, you wanna say there's only one God and deny the
he
one
was
that we
saying
have?"
some other shit versus what
Right.
everybody else was saying. He
And
was like one of the first, and then they were like, "Yo, this guy has to die. Like,
Right.
you're not pretty much obeying the law. Like, this is what you're supposed to." And
First-
then go ahead.
No,
Some
well,
communism shit, basically. That
it
sounds
was-
like some
it-
communism
it-
shit.
that is some communism shit. That's what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And so basically, he went to court.
Right.
Right, and the first thing they want to do is decide whether or not he's innocent or guilty. They decide he's guilty. And so after he's guilty, then they're going to do a second hearing to decide what the punishment is going to be. And he said, fuck it, I'm doubling down. Right, and he just gave him a whole lecture, a whole speech. And then they sentenced him to death. Right.
What was the speech though? Like him saying like, "Oh, it's fine."
His speech was just about like what he believed and just doubling down on his own conviction.
Saying everything he thought again. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
he didn't. He really
didn't change anything.
No, he didn't fold on
Okay.
any of that. And then when he was sentenced to death, he had his whole family and everybody that he knew around him, and they were all, like crying about his death. And this man, instead of like sobbing, because he probably could have ran away, but he was someone who. This is a dude who's like very strict on principle and shit, right? Because most people would be like, dude, if you can get out of there, get out of there.
Right. A logical person.
Right, and he had a lot of influence, and people were like, dude, we can probably help you get out of here and, run away and shit. He's like, no, I have to follow the law or whatever. Now, a lot of people think that part is stupid, but whatever you might think of it,
He was still acting according to nature?
the man was, instead of sobbing and shit, he was with a fucking smile cheering up his family members right before they gave him a poisonous drink.
Yeah.
Now, that's a mindset right there. That's a strong motherfucker, right?
Damn.
There's other.
But do you think it's smart though, Abe? That wasn't smart.
It doesn't have to be smart. The idea is the.
Isn't that wouldn't that be an example of a negative of stoicism?
I could give you others. So, for example, Lateranus, right? This is a guy who was supposedly in a plot to help kill one of the Roman emperors, right?
Okay.
And when they sentenced him to death, they were gonna fucking chop his head off. And the dude that gave him the first chop, he gave him like a weak blow, right? So it didn't finish the job, right? And so what he did was like he stretched out his neck like, do it, bitch, right? Sort of in a way like that, as if to say, it's like, if I'm gonna die, why die? Why die bitching?
Yeah,
why die? So here's one example of it that like I've been sort of experimenting with, and it's sort of like a summary of other shit. Like if you could, let's say something terrible is gonna happen to you, right? Mm-hmm. And in that,
God forbid.
Right, and in that terrible situation, you have like two options. And option number one, you have suffering, right, where you feel like shit about it. It fucks up your mental. Mm-hmm. And on the other side, you have no suffering, right? Which one would you pick?
No suffering.
No suffering, right? That's the most obvious thing in the world.
It's an obvious ass example. Yeah.
Exactly. But it's the basic. It's like training yourself to a degree where it's like whatever happens, right? The suffering has nothing to do with what happens. The situation is the way that you think about something is what causes that suffering. And if it wasn't that way, then you wouldn't have someone who's fucking smiling when he's about to be poisoned and another motherfucker.
But do you think he was genuinely happy at that moment?
Well, he was basically saying poetry as he was dying. I mean, the dude went out with a fucking blaze.
So so things that are not in your control, you should have no type of feelings toward it?
They should be indifferent.
Indifferent.
To you. That doesn't mean you don't fucking love, right? It doesn't really mean, because some people think it means you don't feel shit.
Right. That's what people would say.
Which makes no sense.
They would say something like that.
Right, because what would be the point of life if you didn't feel shit?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You don't think that builds character?
What, to feel?
Or just go through shit and like genuinely like have not that it's not having emotions about it, but like.
Right. I think the main idea is to like have be able to develop the ability to think about shit to where you completely can control the way you act. Because fear will take like half the population out already.
I mean, sure. I mean, there's a lot of positives, I would say, for sure. But
half of these motherfuckers can get talked into sucking a dick. Right.
Okay.
And that's a serious level of weakness in this world.
Son, you seen the Island Boys kissing,
You
bro?
see what I'm saying?
I didn't see it, but I heard about that.
I'm sad that I saw that, son. That burned my eyes, bro.
That is very, very weird, and
son, that was very disturbing, dog.
Yeah, that's very weird. That's very, very.
That's
weird.
incest, bro. They're brothers,
Twin
brothers.
Oh my lord.
Why do you think they did that, son?
Do you really think
I
it was
don't
clout?
know, bro. I mean,
You think they're that down bad?
if it's for clout, then those guys are like the most.
Integrity is like just there's 0%
like,
in there, bro.
They're not
even men at this point.
Self-respect, bro. If it's for clout, then them niggas don't. Wow, bro. It's sad. That shit is sad, bro.
That shit had me speechless. I was like,
I haven't seen it. I don't even want to see it. Like, I heard about it. I was like, bro.
Yeah, no homo, dog.
Like,
There's
what?
nothing that makes that shit better either, because even if it's not for clout, then that means it's some gay incest shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, why are you
It's
kissing
weird.
your
It's just
brother?
weird. It's
Like,
just weird. They're just weird.
I've never liked them, bro.
Yeah, they're weirdos. They're
Like,
fucking
it's just
weirdos.
like, what? And damn, they're Cuban, bro.
I was telling you, I was hoping like.
I hope they weren't like born over there, you know?
No, they weren't.
Right?
Nah.
Yeah, I think they're just, I don't know.
Their parents are Cuban.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's disturbing, dog. I know.
I mean, if the parents shouldn't really.
How do what are your?
That's what I'm saying.
What do your family thinks, bro? It's
Yeah,
like, dog, come on. Like,
I would be like, what the fuck is going on here?
When they said they were island boys, I was hoping they were Dominican or some shit.
Ah, man, they're Cuban American.
Cuban Americans, yeah. That is sad, dog.
Damn.
But yeah, dog, fucking stoicism, pretty much, you're heartless, dog. No, I'm like.
I mean, no, nah.
Like, so, like, in moments where, like.
Just shit that you can't control, I guess. I mean, I agree with it. It's
I feel like
just hard to master that, I guess, you know, like.
That's the See, that's the huge part of the truth of it is like it's a mindset thing because you would have to constantly remind yourself of shit.
Like, how well do you practice that?
I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah?
I'm far from being some fucking sage or some shit like that, but
So you practice this?
I try my best.
You try your best?
I do. I remind myself of shit. I mean, how else could you do? And like, if you think about people like Marcus Aurelius, like, I mean, look, this is a dude who was the actual emperor, right? He's considered one of the greatest emperors of all time. Like, he changed all of civilization for the better.
Okay.
While he was going through the deaths of, various children, all types of shit being crumbled apart around him, everything breaking the fuck down.
The man just kept it 100 and
the
just
man
kept
just
it
being
moving.
able to, yeah. And then if you read his notes, because his meditations, right, he kept like a journal that he would write like his stuff to remind himself of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was published after he died. But one of the things that they try to remind themselves of is, for whatever fucked up shit happens, right, like to find the advantage of it. So like in a fight, right, if somebody like throws a jab or some shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not good that somebody's trying to fuck you up. But if they throw a jab, that's probably an opportunity to like get them in the body, right? Because they're exposed.
Okay.
So the same way, if you're getting attacked by some annoying motherfucker.
So if some guy's trying to fight you, that's technically not your control, right?
No, but it can also be an opportunity for something else, right? Because like the human tendency when fucked up shit happens is to be like, oh, this sucks, and to just internally bitch about it and make it worse than it is, right?
That is true.
And then the stoic
Overthinking.
right, and then the stoic principle is something like look for the advantage in it, right? Like how does this make you a bad motherfucker if you really work it, right? If you find an annoying dude that talks all the time and he's your boss or your manager or whatever, it's like, all right, that's a good opportunity to learn some patience. Are you broke as fuck? This is a good opportunity to become a self-made man, right?
Yeah.
Were you born without a father, right? This is a good opportunity to also become a self-made man, to learn how to develop courage, to learn all types of shit, right? So it's sort of making flowers out of shit.
Yeah.
Which is what most of human history is.
Which is what we should do, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with it. I agree. Most of what I've heard about it, I definitely agree with it. Like I said, it's hard to master that, though.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's people that have.
I was gonna say,
that's very...
I mean, Epictetus, he was a slave.
He was born a slave, yeah.
So it's different, being born a slave. That's kind of all you know, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it was this story about like how his master was like fucking, because he walked with a limp, this Epictetus dude, right? Because his master apparently had like fucked up his knee as a punishment.
Yeah.
And I remember, like him after the master had like fucked up his shit, he said something like, "Are you done?" Sort of like in a neutral...
Right, like it's like, okay, that's it?
Right.
So that's how he would react to shit, and like, he was just very... I mean, being a slave and just having that mentality is pretty...
And the other thing...
That's wild.
Yeah, because slavery was all over the place back then, right? And him being born a slave, the weird part is that like after that shit, he was like, well, are you born a slave? Because there was no upward mobility. If you were born a slave, that's just what was going to happen. So his thing was like, become a good slave and don't suck at whatever the fuck it is you do. Right? Whatever the fuck it is you got to do, just be good at it. Right? Don't suck at shit.
So is being a slave out of your control?
At least in that time it was.
In those days, yeah, you could say so.
Right.
So him, like...
If you could try...
You think people that escaped slavery didn't practice stoicism by doing that?
No, they definitely could have.
No, but I'm saying the act of that. Is that an act of stoicism? Was that being virtuous?
Like trying to get rid of...
Trying to escape from slavery. What do you say?
That's a good question.
What do you say that's not in your control?
There's nothing wrong with it. With trying to do it.
Because you think it's morally good.
Whatever... Like, this is another one of the things is, like, everybody is not going to have, like, the same exact moral code.
Exactly.
And the same personality either.
So then, don't you think that breaks it, though, in a way? Because, like, it could be just anything then?
No, because the idea is living in accordance with nature. And if you think that virtue is the highest good, which means, like, acting properly, like, as a man should act.
Okay.
Whatever that whatever you think that is, if you act it out like 100%, like with full conviction, then that's
all that matters. So
Yeah.
if I think
that's all that matters to this.
I know that I'm not like if I'm a fucking I don't know what's a bad example I could use, like a good one. Like if I'm a guy that does horrible things and I genuinely think that's like like that's what life's about, like this is it, like like 100% I'm convicted, like should I just be doing, would that be considered virtuous because I think it is and that's what I've always thought?
To do the terrible things?
Yeah, let's say.
I don't think it would be considered virtuous if it's not virtue. Because in the same argument, like you're telling me it's not virtuous shit, but he thinks it is.
But you're saying stoicism could be based on what you perceive it as.
Well, it can be based on different characters, but they all have to be according to nature.
Okay, and okay.
Right, because the whole principle of stoicism is live in accordance with nature. Their whole idea is like nature isn't evil. There's nothing evil about nature. It's motherfuckers that just, they think in a fucked up way. And they see nature as evil. They see it as a problem. And they bitch and moan about it instead of living in accordance with it. Which is why you had to do like Diogenes, right, who didn't give a fuck. And genuinely didn't give a fuck. There's a dude who would beat off in front of people. He lived in a fucking jar.
Yeah, he was a philosopher.
And
that is cool though.
now that man, I'll admit, he did take it too far. He did.
Would you say that he was being a stoic?
No.
Not at all?
He was being a cynic.
Okay, yeah, right. He's okay.
The stoic doesn't think you need to take shit that far. There's no reason to like torture yourself for no reason.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So no.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty.
All right, gentlemen.
It was a pleasure, son.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We
made it happen.
We are out of here. Episode. Who cares? But we're out. Peace.
Yo.